surname ourselves Israel, man. That's how we get who we are as a people. Because now they're not going to, they're calling themselves the state of Israel, the state of Israel. Get it? State, they're not calling themselves Israel. The state of Israel, which was put forth in 1948, when they made Israel a sovereign state, right? They made
the
Israel.
British came in.
Right.
It was by
Was according to the Treaty of Rome, or what was the treaty that was brought forth to make Israel a sovereign state in 1948?
The Balfour Declaration.
The Balfour Treaty, yeah. That's what brought Israel to be a sovereign state, right? A sovereign state. So therefore, they're claiming they're trying to surname themselves Israel, but they don't even call themselves Israelites like how this is subscribed in the scriptures. They call themselves Israeli, Jewish. They surname themselves different because they know they can't take upon that title. They understand that. So they're not going to allow us to take upon that title. It started with Antiochus IV, where we weren't even allowed to call ourselves Jews anymore. And that carried on over here. That's why if you go down to Kingsley Plantation, the Igbos, they knew that they were Hebrew. They took that name from us.
I know that there's some Israelites that went to Jerusalem and living there, and some of the
and they kicked them out.
I was hearing about that. They were kicking some of them out.
Benjamin, or what was?
And I forgot the guy's name.
Yes.
But I'm trying to figure out. So the Israelis that lives inside of Israel right now are not the true Israelites.
No. Somebody want to give Revelation chapter 2, verse 9?
All right. So how the God? What I'm trying to figure out. So God gave it. Still has an enemy there, not giving you the land because you're disobedient.
Right. And also the land has to be cleansed.
Okay.
So therefore he's
God,
keeping them there.
The land will spew you out for your sins.
Right. Right. But the land has to be cleansed, and the only way he can cleanse the land is through bloodshed. So the ones that shed blood in Israel at that time, they're back here today to live out their judgment.
Precept, real quick. Isaiah 2:4. He shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
With Hamas and in the Gaza Strip all last week, how they were doing all that bombing. They were the real Jews. That wouldn't have been going on, because when Israel is established as a nation, is birthed as a nation, right?
Hey, I'm with you on that.
Americans established as a nation, the nation won't study war anymore. That's all about them trying to claim that land, and they can't get it. That's why the Lord keeps confusing over that. So Revelation 2:9.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan.
So those are the worshipers of Satan. That's why they read from the Babylonian Talmud. The Babylonian Talmud talks about us and disgraces our Lord Yahushua as being, they ridiculed him. They're disgusted with him. That's why they boasted those names. That's why they came up with Yahweh and Yahshua, because those are their gods. Our gods are Yahweh and Yahushua. They don't want those names to be spoken among us. That's why they took our language out of our mouth. That's why they said that we can no longer call ourselves Jews anymore, because they know once we call upon those names, they know the power of our power. It's written in their chronological history about our power.
Isaiah 2:2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
And so all nations are going to have to give tribute unto us, right? All nations are going to, like how we give other resources to Israel right now. Like what is that? 60% of all taxes that are paid here in America go to Israel. That's going to be all the nations are going to have to bring their tributes unto us, and we're going to be established on the high mountain, Yahushua. He's going to be the ultimate governor over the whole world, and we're the elect 144,000 tabernacle of David are going to be what are the policy, the officers. It's like how they have the police officers, they're policy holders. They uphold the policies that are in the decrees that are written from Congress.
Right.
That's what they're meant to sit here to do.
And this is over in the Gaza Strip, and this is one of the main shipping areas for the fake Jews today.
Right.
Zechariah 9:6. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of Philistines. And Philistines today is the land of Palestine. They changed it from Philistine to Palestine. So the Lord gonna cut them off and the fake Jews that's in our land.
So,
and they're bastards. They're a fatherless nation.
So you're saying that the Gentiles are the lost tribe of Israel.
The Gentiles that Paul was talking about were Israelites that were Hellenized. They were calling themselves Greek, just like how we have our people calling themselves Americans today, Afro-Americans, Negroes and Negroids and black and all that stuff. They're in the Gentile state of mind. Those are the ones that had to be grafted back in because you had the Pharisees that were ridiculing them because they didn't know anything about the law. So they were like, the Pharisees wanted to say, hey, move them to the side. It's all about us. All right. So Paul was like, no, they're rightful heirs also. Through the bloodshed of Yahweh Shai, they were brought back. So they're also rightful heirs. That's what Paul was trying to teach them. He was like, y'all are putting heavy burdens upon them because they weren't raised on the law. They were raised being Greeks.
They're trying to get them to wash their hands before they eat.
Right.
They trying to get them circumcised according to the laws of Moses.
According to the laws of Moses. But that wasn't what was deliverance. That wasn't what was going to give us deliverance. Deliverance was what he just read in John 1 and 11. By believing on the name of Yahweh Shai, that's how we get our sovereignty. That's how we can surname ourselves Israel. We cannot surname ourselves anything but what this system allows us to if we don't return to the Father. You get what I'm saying? So we have to respect the right to be sovereign citizens or citizens of Jerusalem.
And we got two forms of Gentiles. You know, I know that's where you were going. You got the natural Gentile, then you got the Israelite Gentile. Yep, but you're getting it here though. You're getting it here.
You know, I kind of, have a little problem with that in the sense that I believe that it's by the grace and mercy of the Lord that he can save a man. Now, I understand that Esau, he's already has his clay that's already.
So that's not all people being delivered then.
But who the Lord come to?
Yeah, but what I'm trying to
I'm listening, bro.
What I'm trying to
He's going to the next point now.
What I'm trying to say, I'm trying to figure out is that Jesus that I was Messiah, he said that
all men of Israel. It does say that. You want to get it?
But if you really think about it,
what does save mean? Being saved from what? That's the thing. See that they teach that definition wrong too. Salvation, the definition for salvation means to pull somebody out of the way of a trap. So what nations need to be pulled out of the way of the trap that's coming? What trap is coming? Martial law, the RFID chip, all these different New World Order. Who's bringing the New World Order? Is it the Africans? Come on with it. So who is the earth given to? Them. You see that? So the Lord got to come take that back from them. What did he say when he was on the earth? He said, the prince of this world coming, and he has nothing in me. So he knew about Titus and Vespasian showing up in 70 AD. And after that, they were going to rule, man. You see that? You get what I'm saying to you? You know about Titus and Vespasian? Oh, that's the history of when we fell in 70 AD. Like the Lord knew about them showing up. And he knew that in the future, these Edomites was going to be ruling. And that the Lord, when he shows up, he's going to have to take the world back from them. That they were going to build and grow into this vast kingdom on the whole earth, using the dollar as a tool, to create the whore. What's the whore? America. Okay. Yeah.
I understand.
And it caused nothing but pain.
Yeah.
You go look and all you do is go on the Latin grammar aids.
Hey, somebody get that dollar etymology?
It's right, no, it's right here. You go to Latin, it's right here.
Yeah, go to etymology.
You're going to Latin.
Etymology. I do the etymology too. I do that.
Yeah, man, let's go to etymon.
That'd be funny though. For America means bitter. So
and the dollar means bitter pain.
You go right here from Notre Dame University. This is a Latin dictionary grammar aid. Go down right here. What you go down right here? You go down right here. Put dollar right there. You're gonna find out what they did to. That's why you don't mess with these people. It means painfully, to suffer, to pain. Has this caused our brothers this? And right here, it's broken down right here. You don't. Money has nothing to do with the dollar. Them are dead notes.
I know. That's right.
Definitely, we definitely know that.
I use negotiable instruments to buy things. I got the big UCC one book this big, and it teaches you how to do negotiable instruments because God made me a creditor, and I know who I am. There's a creditor and debtor.
Well,
regardless,
God make you a creditor.
No. Listen, hear that. I hear that. What I'm trying to say, Christ.
No.
No, what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say.
You saying the Messiah? I got you.
There's two different, and I don't want.
He made up players in the game. Players in the game.
There's a living man, and there's a dead man. I told you, and like I said, you don't have to believe me. We're under the corpus.
But that's spiritual.
Yes, this is all spiritual. But I'm living.
Yeah, you talking about the courts now. The courts, dead man and live man is different from the spiritual.
Spiritual.
All right.
I'm staying here.
Okay, we there. Okay,
I got a question.
Dan, you about to make a point.
Is all right. Let's say somebody knows what you know, and they're able to use their autograph to buy all the things that they buy. Use the UCC book to do trading on all that. If they're able to do that and live freely on this land, are they alive?
Oh, spiritually dead.
Boom. So what's more important? What's more important? What now? So let's just say I got that question.
Listen, when I came here, we were talking into
that. No.
And I just wanted to, I'm not going to come here.
Oh, true,
I'm not going to come here and not give you that information because I know what they're doing to
yeah. And I appreciate that.
And that's all I'm saying. I'm not. This is first before anything.
Right. And my next question.
I already know where this is going. He's coming to destroy this.
All right. And my next question to you.
I understand that.
My next question to you is this: can somebody have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of this and be incarcerated?
Weird dude, man. We'll get you on tape too. You're acting weird.
That's the point I'm trying to get. You know what I'm saying?
None is going into now.
I understand that. No, I definitely understand.
Yeah. So that's what gives us our freedom.
It's always there.
Yeah. So you could be incarcerated and have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and still be free.
He's doing the same thing. No, you're good. You're good.
Like I said, as I learn, as I grow into and I walk around, even having the wisdom of the stuff, I'm still learning the system of this system. They understand that this holds the true weight.
Oh yeah.
Get all that. Let's move all this. I see what you brothers are here. I see your spirit. I'm not taking from that. I came here to learn. I came here to know why you came to what you came to. And that's why I learned. I listen to some things on YouTube because I like to learn.
Right.
I don't go to you brothers and say, hey, there's some things I do disagree, but I don't have to. I'm not no YouTube guy.
Yeah, I get you.
I come from the 70s. I was born in 74.
Yeah.
I am not all into this YouTube and these lights and all this. I just want to learn.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna make because I understand. I don't take nothing personal.
Yeah.
We men before anything.
Right.
Okay. And I respect y'all. I come here to get what you guys are learning. How you came up.
And then you were that was I understand.
I understand a lot of us went to church and learned a lot of things of the lies of the church.
Right.
I believe them are just capsized boats sitting upside down, bringing dead people in. All my peoples are from Mississippi. I'm Choctaw. I'm Indian. My family's in Choctaw.
Yeah.
So the reality is all my people is Baptist preachers in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't understand these dead. They ain't preaching nothing. They tickling their ears. They all dead. They tickling their ears. They ain't saying nothing to them.
Right. They're keeping them dead. And we received what you gave. It's like a trading system.
Yeah.
You gave us what you had, and we gave you ultimately what we have. This is all we have to give.
And I don't want to get it all up in you. They ain't got nothing. They ain't saving nobody.
Right.
I hear exactly.
Hey.
I hear what you said.
That's right.
You know what moves them pirates? I call them pirates. Y'all call them police. They just need a patch to get their costume right.
Right.
Because I know where I live. I walk in faith, not by sight. God said the spirit, right? That God said by faith he framed the worlds. So ain't everything we see out our eyes. That ain't a building, that's a boat. The whole time it's been a boat.
That's right.
That's why they do everything on Maritime.
I'm a vessel swimming in the sea.
That's right. Let's get it. What about your house side? We gotta put that in there somewhere.
They consider us vessels because we're under the UCC. Right? They don't look at us. They don't look at you as
that bond of that being a vessel.
But what I'm trying to say, I live because, and then God said He formed the world by faith, by the things that are made, or by the things that are not seen. So I know the things that made everything, the things that spiritual things.
And the thing, the Yahweh Shai who created all things, created them also.
Bam.
Created them also.
I don't mess with none of this.
Oh no, this is just literature. We're trying to give you our
Oh no, yeah.
So these are.
No, I thought it was the vaccine.
Oh yeah, that's
thing.
not. No.
Don't play around with that stuff.
the mark of the beast that he was explaining to you earlier. And these are not this first one, but these three are other YouTube pages that you can go to and get caught up to speed, man. And,
Definitely.
and listen, man, if you got some links or something that might help us out with all that stuff, just leave comments.
That's what I wanted.
We'll build off
I
it.
wanted to get some information, some email, because when I talk,
Yeah.
I don't like
see that
doing
one?
things in the public. I
Let me
stay
see that.
private. I'm a private man.
You gonna write it on
There's a difference between public and private.
Okay, you got it.
You understand that system. You can't see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, ignore this one. Look. I just want to make sure. Ignore that one. Go to the second one.
Well, like I said, when I write words, I put boxes in there. Anything inside a box won't be considered, just like the jury.
Hey, we're gonna see where you at with it. You're gonna get tested, just like all of us.
Okay. You can whatever it is. Like I said, I'm still.
Hey,
learning
what's
and
that?
I'm
Second Timothy. Sirach chapter 2.
It is not what you think.
That's right. Check this out, brother. This is what you just stepped into. You know? Yep, chapter 2, verse 1.
This is Sirach chapter 2. I'm gonna start at
This is the
verse
next
1.
step. Once you know the Lord's name, the Father's true name is Yahweh, going back to 3000 BC, 3750 BC. It could be found. And his son name is Yahushua. All right, that's the name that was given when he was born through Joseph and Mary. Very important. All right, go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord,
Which I believe you're about to do soon. Go ahead.
prepare thy soul for temptation.
Get your spirit ready for the temptations. Go ahead.
Set thy heart upright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mightest be increased at thy end.
Right. What's that hour of temptation? Go ahead.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
They bring a lot of hell upon us. Martial law, the chip, you know, the John we were just talking about, the V. I can't say it on the YouTube. The V. Catholic Society. That's right. Come on with it.
The spirit, lust, all that's come. I stayed out of sin. You gotta keep your mind right out here.
That's right, brother.
With the women in there, I already know what's
Well,
up
no,
there.
you can pop women.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Not
but
adultery. Not adultery though.
I hear what you're saying.
Not-
No,
and
not
not-
married or anything.
Yeah, having sex with a woman, you ain't gotta be married.
You know
Marriage
what I'm
is
saying?
sex.
No, I don't believe in the license.
Yeah, all that.
Right, all that bullshit, all that
reality.
Yeah, I know you don't believe that shit.
all that comes like with the ring shit. That
But I
comes
just
from
say,
worship and all that.
be pure and clean. I've been doing that for a long time.
Right.
Lord, so I understand. Don't be sleeping on that day. Don't be sleeping because it could come anytime.
That's right, brother. And this, if you don't know this, you sleep. But the Lord had you come by here and get some coffee. Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the whole world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
That's right.
So now,
Go ahead. You got it.
so now, with that being said, this is what they're going to. So even with your UCC, they're about to get rid of the whole dollar system completely, right? So that won't even matter anymore. It's going to be a whole new system, a new world order. So when you try to go up to them like, hey, I got my UCC, my sovereignty, they're gonna like, get your ass out
Right.
here.
They want to make you the straw man now instead of having a straw man.
Yep. So once they connect, that's like, you know, how they connect us with the social security cards
Yeah.
and with the birth
Central bank.
certificate.
Yeah.
That's right.
All that's gonna be in that right there.
So scared. That's a
Right. All that is what's gonna be. Now, the Lord said, believing on him, he will keep us away from all this. That because he's gonna force the whole world to partake in this chip, man. There ain't gonna be no way around it. They're gonna get all the way the court system is right now.
Are they trying to get everybody vaccinated?
Oh.
They trying to get everybody.
Yeah. I can't say that on there.
All the jobs that we're gonna require for vaccination.
Whoa. Can't say that anymore.
You're gonna shut it off.
He does.
No, I'm saying you're gonna keep saying that V word. You can't say that. Yeah. I got it. No, it's just that John. We can't say that one. You know that we can't say that.
We can't say that. Yeah, because they will block
You
it.
can say anything else. The UCC, you can talk about that. You good?
I understand what the YouTube things people do that YouTube.
That's right, brother.
You're right.
Whew, they shutting it down, man.
No,
You know?
they're shutting everything down.
That's right. That's right.
Like I said, I make comments. I put everything in boxes. People understand what boxing is.
Yeah, I know the man. Like a casket. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You don't know what boxing. You don't know language.
Mhm.
I read from Styles Manual. So I have my the Styles Manual.
Why would you put it in the box instead of outside of the box?
Huh?
Why would you put it in the box instead of outside of the box?
Anything in the closed area won't be considered.
Yeah, but you said you would write in the box, right?
Put a box before everything I write.
Oh, before it. Okay, not on it. Yeah, I got
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah.
Inside.
That's
They
right.
can't come against
They
you.
sign your name in the box, they consider that person dead.
Yeah, so they can.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
So the boxes.
And a dead thing can't respond, so they can do anything they want.
You're dead.
Yeah,
You're dead
man.
to them, you've been dead.
That's right. That's
You
right.
ain't looking at another dead because we're in the jurisdiction.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all been dead from the beginning.
Yeah, everybody, every person on this earth.
When the Noah got off that boat,
stillborn.
You go in the Torah, you go in the Torah, you see right there, it says in Genesis chapter 10, it says, in Jehoshaphat, from them the maritime nations branched out.
Hey.
That was all the way to- They say in the King James Version, the shore people.
Maritime nations.
Go in the book of go in the Torah.
Maritime.
Yeah, the Torah. Go in the
Genesis
Torah.
10 and what?
No, you won't find it in the King James. These King James,
Yeah.
they'll say the shore people.
What verse?
When Noah got off the boat, he started naming his son. When his sons got off the boat, and they started going to different
You ain't talking about the Danites, the sea people.
sea people.
That's the Danites.
The Jehoshaphat. So they were saying the Jehoshaphat, the shore. They call them in the King James. They say the shore people.
Short people. Okay, I can dig that.
But in the Torah, they give you the real. The maritime nations branched out. That's telling you right there, we have always been water. They never survived that flood. When that flood happened, that was something big.
Everyone play like that. Everything is water.
Everything was water. I told you, listen, you a vessel sitting in the sea of water, whether you want to believe it or not, because we're under UCC. I told you that the courthouses are ships sitting on dry dock and they got to pay docking fees. I know.
Right. What do we breathe?
We breathe air.
It's a dissipated form of water.
Yes.
What's out there in the heavens? What's out in the heavens? What did the firmament separate?
Yeah, waters. So I forgot the New Testament talks about God, and they said God is late to do a judgment. People didn't understand the waters, the firmaments of the waters.
The firmament, man.
It's always been water.
Yeah, everything water. Yeah.
Everything's been water, and that was a survival when they got off the ship. Something big happened once they got off the ship. Remember, God says that He's gonna Noah basically anything Noah said it's gonna happen. He blessed Noah to certain things. But what I'm saying is that the courthouses, all them are all ships. They pay docking fees.
Yeah.
So, like I said, God know that it's by faith that God framed the world. So we have to believe in being the Spirit of God. And like I said, you brothers are doing. That's how you walking out here. This is the real life.
That's right, brother. That's right.
I don't care. You got a UCC, and I understand. I'm just gonna say this is the real. What we really should be talking about. I understand.
It's still good. We're still building.
Yes.
You're still building.
When you say that, they're whether or not, yes, they can do whatever they want to try to do or whatever. But I just don't live by UCC. There's other things that I live by because I try to educate.
Yeah, you kind of go beyond the UCC. Yeah.
Because I see us drowning.
Yeah, we need the scriptures. That's all we need. How about you, man? That's it. That's it. That'll stop all the wickedness in our people. You know what I mean?
Of what's going on
Yeah,
out
right,
here.
brother. So you got to help us out.
Hey, so you understand that the new Catholic Society is coming with new laws, right? Those books that you have are going to be gone. They're not going to apply to the new Catholic Society laws that they're coming with. You know that.
That's right.
Central, what is
So
UCC is the highest authority.
No. That's what we said. This is the highest authority.
I understand. No. It's the highest authority of the earth. I understand. Spiritual God is the highest authority.
Nah, the gun is.
according to their system,
I know. I want to fuck with you, though. That's dumb. Yeah. I'm joking, but I'm serious, though. You know.
But just like how they wrote the Constitution, they're not going to do everything according to maritime laws now.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I'm watching the changes as like when I'm trying to ship stuff to Israel and China, they're changing
Cuba.
laws on me every single time, and I have to fill out different manifest paperwork according to whatever decree that they make anytime that they want to.
Yep.
So they make it
Take them some
almost
scriptures, yeah.
extremely impossible for me to
This ain't
transport
camp. We're
goods.
just talking real quick, yeah.
Once it's in my possession, I have to sign off on it, just put it in their possession. And that's how they're doing it that's how they do it with our birth certificates, with our social security cards. And now they're doing it, they're gonna create a different form of ownership to the people. That's why they want to put the chip in everybody.
They're going to patent the DNA, bro.
Right. And that's what they've been trying to do. That's why do you think they have in the hoods, every corner in the hood, you have liquor stores, churches, and plasma centers.
Damn.
Boom. Why do you think they want us to donate blood and stuff? That's one thing they haven't been able to manipulate is the blood. They're trying it now with the chip and other things. You get what I'm saying? But they haven't been able to do that. So how can we control it? Let's put a microchip in it so they can get everybody. We can get them to conform to our system and do whatever the hell we want them to do. Because the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites of the Holy Bible. Now you good, bro. I appreciate the respect, though, man. Yeah. And you need to hear this too, man. It's for you, bro. Oh no, I know about that. Okay. All right. Bet.
That's what's up. Hey, he'll tell you. Actually, bro, he'll tell you. I got you.
So with this new system that they're forming, it comes with what? New laws. Right now, with the new laws with the banking system, check this out. Now, it used to be, right, people are getting tired of the banks now. So now everybody's pulling their money out of the banks, right? Yeah, I've seen how everybody did that gas run last week or the week before that when they had that pipeline out of fear, right? So now, what do you think people are going to do when these banks start going bankrupt? You ain't seen the bank go bankrupt yet. When the banks start going, what are they going to do? They're going to
Bank Fridays or
bank runs. They're going to do bank runs and pull all their money out, not knowing that they're pulling out debt. They're pulling out a whole bunch of debt.
All the they're debtor banks.
Right.
Hey, Shalom, Yaquab,
Exactly. So once
Judah,
you put it in your money in the bank, it
Yeshua,
becomes worth
and
less
Gospel
than what it
Elect
was before
44,
you had it.
Yara'ah,
And
Shalom.
they manipulate the market. And what I'm saying is they want to have control over every single individual that look like that. Want to have
He like Ed
control over
McMahon.
every single transaction. So you will no longer, let's just say,
Nah, Ed McMahon, he know
you
what I'm
want to
talking
go
about.
to the
Somebody smile.
hey, you see a woman walking down the street, you want to pay her a little something for something, right? They want to be able to put a tax on that. You can't go in your pocket, give her $40 and go behind the building and do what you want to do. Now she gonna have to. Now they're doing it like this. Oh, cash at me this. You see it all on Facebook. Cash at me this. Cash at me that.
The money tracking more.
Right. They want to have control over everything. They don't want anybody to have any privacy.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time."
Devil deceiver, yeah.
Boom. So it's deceiving the people with this pandemic. Got everybody in fear. Got everybody sitting at home. You're talking to social beings that you're telling to be social distance. So now everybody's gonna have a bipolar complex trying to come back out here into the world. No, trying to deal with it.
Everybody knows something wrong with it. That was the plan, though.
Right.
That was the plan for the get-go.
And what I want to add on as far as pertaining to that scripture, you know what I'm saying, Revelation 12 and 12, the devil coming down with great wrath. So that goes back like to Isaiah 10 and 1, you know, woe to them that write unrighteous decrees, you know what I'm saying? Like America got over 30,000 laws, you know what I'm saying, adding and taking away each year, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, when it comes to the UCC or the LLC, whatever the case may be, with these draconian laws coming in, none of that's going to be effect. Why? Because they doing like hostile measures according for
They want to force it. They're going to force it.
Order out of chaos.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me ask you something.
The order gonna be a new world order.
When this whole thing started, have you been wearing a mask
2019
at all? I'm saying, so have you been going in the
Yeah, in Chicago, in Illinois, they make it mandatory.
You know what? Fuck it. Let them delete it. I don't
Right.
care.
So my question is, why didn't you pull out that UCC when it came to that?
No, it's a private business, but you cannot have one in the stores.
You know you're gonna get far with that,
It's
man.
different. No, different. I mean,
He was waiting.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I mean, like I said, through knowledge and education, I'm still learning about that whole. There's a lot to learn.
Right.
It's a negotiable issue. It's a lot.
You know about HIPAA law?
These are many books.
The HIPAA law about medicine and method.
That's the one you want to use.
So, I mean, no, you can be medically, say you have a medical problem.
And you don't have to show nothing.
You have to show nothing, but in Chicago, they don't like that.
Even here.
They do the
The
same thing.
tyrants, they call the tyrants. They call the pirates.
Yeah.
The pirates say, "Oh, you're gonna do what you gotta do.
You're gonna do what you told."
Trespassing on you, and then no trespassing. But learning first, you got to learn the difference between private and public. That's what's on your dollar bill.
Private. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You live in the private. You can't go. You know, You can't go into these stores because they can kick you out because that's their private, whatever they're gonna do. And then they're gonna, like I said,
Except for
go
public
down.
property.
Everything is by consent too.
Yeah.
They always trying to get you for your name. Don't consent to that.
So who they using to police their new world order? The businesses. The cops not trying to do it. The cops not trying to come up to you and say, put it on. So who they using to police it? These damn businesses. The corporations. When you walk in there, they
because you're gonna want to go get some food, right?
come on with it. Everything.
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 They would do it. Yeah,
Hospital. You wanna go to the
They
hospital.
do what they're doing. Then, like
Got
you said,
masks on.
like
I'm
he
saying.
said, they brought everybody inside. So now they got bipolar. They don't want to come outside. They're scared. They think you're gonna give them whatever it is. They coming out with a different variant every day. Yeah. And there's something that you brought up on Unijoy Treaty, 92, whatever. Unijoy Treaty brought everybody under the power of Rome.
Mhm. They did it. They did it with that, and they also did it. They did it with the religion too, because all these churches, no matter what religion that
All
you
churches
follow,
are on 501(c)(3)s, and
Which
they're
is-
controlled
which is-
by Rome.
right? Which
Hey, IUIC. Yeah, IUIC.
Yeah, the Council of the Seven Ecumenical Council of Nicaea started with Constantine in 325 AD.
Yeah.
So from that point, everything, every form of religion is under that decree. So all your part, if you want to try to use religion, they covered all bases. They got the money, they got the religion,
The three spirits.
and they got the mirrors.
The three spirits that came out.
Somebody want to get Revelation 16 and 13?
Let's get it. Break it down for the brother. I'm gonna get this for you too. Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
So the Lord gave them the power to be able to set these unrighteous decrees because the Lord knew their spirit. Because he wanted to establish the wicked on earth before he returned.
You know how
To
you
establish righteousness.
You ain't going nowhere.
And that's what they're doing. And I understand where you're going, but be aware of this. Studying that could pull you so far down the rabbit hole, bro.
Hey, precept.
This is,
Oh, real quick, my bad.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 13.
Yep.
And I saw 3 unclean spirits like a frog come out of the mouth of the dragon.
There you go. Right at the bottom. Right at the bottom.
And out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
boom. So the false prophet is Roman
You
Catholic.
think that's cool as shit? Dude think that's cool, man.
This is all the infrastructure that they need.
That was a nigga.
On the medicine, secret society, in the military. And so now, it all started with these individuals, right? With the 10 common markets, right? That's where you got to the western leg of the European Union. All right, then you got the established the European Union itself, and then from there NATO was established. Boom, and that's gonna be the kicker. All right. So now this is the spearhead,
Yep.
and America is the hammer. So nobody who can make war with the beast. Can nobody make war with NATO because America's gonna come in and try to destroy it. And anybody that goes up against America, they have to go up against all the European Union and NATO countries.
The Catholics.
No. This is the beast. The beast is NATO. This is NATO. The false prophet is the Catholic.
Yeah, and yep, you're right. And all of them together make the beast too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the European Union and NATO together also make the beast too, because that breaks down the 7 heads and the 10 horns.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So they're establishing a system to what? To perform their enterprises.
It says, for they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth. And in
Okay, so how do they establish it? Okay, we got a new law we're bringing forth. So they go to the kings of the earth. They sit down at that
World Council, World of Nations.
Right, yeah, the 4 hemispheres, basically. Yeah, so they go down and sit down to bring forth these decrees, right? And they use with the religion, the military, and the money to perform their enterprises. So on that,
it says, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole. It says, and of the whole world to gather them to the battle of the great day of the God Almighty.
So once you understand that, that's crazy. Once you understand that, right, you'll understand that the Most High setting them up to bring forth World War
Well, we can
III, and
spin
then
it.
ultimately the destruction of America, man.
Mhm.
The Lord is using their wicked devices against them to establish his kingdom on the earth, man.
Just like the hardened pharaohs.
Yeah.
Right.
man.
Come on,
There
man.
you
Come on
go.
with it. Come on with it, bro.
Did you understand that God told Moses he's gonna do what he did before he even did it. Does it before he does it.
And he's doing it right now. So
That's what
we
he's doing
represent the voice of Moses coming out now, telling everybody what this devil is going to do because the Lord is setting them up.
This is
story.
Mhm.
Amos
His
chapter
story.
3.
It's his story.
This is Amos chapter 3, verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
So he reveals the secrets because what did Yahushua say? He said, henceforth I no longer call you servants, but I call you friends, because everything that my Father made known unto me, I made known unto you. So we understand those secrets, and those secrets are prophecies. That's why he spoke in parables. So the blind wouldn't be able to hear or see, but the ones that he gave ears to hear and eyes to see, we're going to be able to understand.
Right. John 3:14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up.
So we lift up Yahushua. All right, that's how we come out here on the highways and byways and lift up his name, telling brothers like you, hey, let's get out that rabbit hole, man. Let's go dig deep into these scriptures.
Yep.
Because that's what's going to give us salvation, bro.
And that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have eternal life.
Eternal life.
You're gonna, if not, they're gonna perish and be 2/3 that die on this side.
All right, and down fucking fire.
Because like the scripture
Yeah, I'm
says,
pointing at that, I guess. No bad.
to be a living soul is to believe in Yahweh. To become dead is running out of the way of understanding.
Right.
And then you end up in the congregation of the dead, which is departing from his wisdom, not knowing who you are, not knowing the Heavenly Father or the Son. And 2/3 of our people are in the congregation of the dead because they believe in the wisdom of this world. They believe in everything in the society and the philosophy that's been pushed.
That's right. That's
Come
right.
on, man. Come on with it. Come on with it. Because at the end of the day, all right, so let me ask you this. Come on.
Everything you brothers are speaking, like I said, there's some things that like I said,
Yeah, we your brothers, man. That's right.
I go right into the word of God. Don't think I'm out here.
Oh, no, and we don't think
trying
about it.
to tune into the world that you know.
And if we thought that, we'd have just cut you up and been on our way. You know what I'm
like
saying?
I said, I just want to bring that into it.
Yeah, we was just talking. Yeah.
Bring it. You know, just
Yeah, we
cut it
building,
up
we
with
building,
y'all.
man.
There just might be some things that you might not know about that. There is a redemption, and there is ways to go around the system. So if you trying to swim, and this is what we should be doing on 24-hour basis, you're gonna do it regardless of, like you said.
Well, according to Peter, because we have faith, we don't have to swim. We're walking on water. That's coming out here delivering this word, man.
Proverbs 1 and 2. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment, and equity. Like a real equity.
To receive judge. So what is he making? He's making us judges.
Right.
All right. So they dress in black. Our garments are white because of these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So they're the prophets of death. That's why they deal with the dead. That's what Esau was given the power of death. But Jacob was given the power of what? Power of life.
That's right.
We the real got a bell, all this, that's all Baal.
Yeah, Baal. And Jesus Christos, that's Baal. That's the devil. That's the devil.
Yep, that name Jesus goes back to Baal. Yep, it really goes back to Zeus, and Zeus goes back to Baal. All right. To give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion.
Knowledge and discretion.
Yep.
So it's like,
Let me make this point. And a wise man will hear and increase in learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. That's it. That's what path you on, bro. Woo! You know what I mean?
Like I said, I came through here. Like I said,
man,
Yeah.
I'm not the type of person. I like to. I heard things. I've heard things, and I know you speaking.
all right, I'm gonna
like to
use
get that
this. I got a
spiritual,
precept.
that spiritual food.
Yep.
Jeremiah chapter 10.
Hey, again, this ain't camp. That's why you got brothers sitting down, man. We wrapping up camp. The brother walked up. We just edifying.
So you say you just walking, right? But we don't guide our own steps. Where we gonna go? This is Jeremiah chapter 10. I'm gonna start at verse 23. It says, "Oh Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. So the Lord direct your steps so you can hear this counsel, to hear the true counsel, to hear the true and illuminated ones, so you can get a more understanding what's going to go down, and to tell you that everything that you have been taught and studied in this society, thinking that you want to get free, is not. It's a trap. It's a snare. It's going to keep you. It's going to keep you in a delusional mindset, thinking that you could be free in this wicked society.
Right.
America, the meaning of the word America just means better. So if you thinking that you're going to be free out of this better land, freedom is basically deception in this land. Freedom is in it, attained up in the streets. Huh?
Yeah, America mean bitter.
Bitter.
Yep.
Yeah, bitter.
Yep. No, you can say that too. For harvest the sheep, they harvesting. Yeah, we take that too. Bitterly.
And two things real quick.
That's right.
Right. Two things real quick. So with that precept that he brought out, right? The Lord is leading you to righteousness, right? He's trying to pull you out of that rabbit hole that you're going down, because life and death are in the power of the tongue. So he's giving you life right now. You ever knows, like when somebody's about to flatline, they get them things and charge them and say clear to them, give them a jolt of energy. This is your jolt right here. Now you can live from this point on. Get what I'm saying? So even the word, think about the word occupy, right? Scripture says he that follows the Most High, roughly paraphrase, should be occupied in prophecy. The mere fact that like your mind is being occupied on the UCC, the devil has done his job. Because guess what? The more time you focus on that, the less time you focus on this.
This is Sirach chapter 39, verse 1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies.
Boom. Seek out the wisdom of all the ancients. We got to get back to the beginning before Esau was ruling. What was life like then? What was our life like then? That's why he wrote these scriptures, said in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. That's what I want to go back to.
Verse 2.
Yes, through the word.
Verse 2, it says, he will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables.
Boom. So now, with that being said, just like how they got their legalese and they little new speaks that they try to do, right? We got our own language too. It's called the language of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? So therefore, when we speak, not everybody can comprehend and understand what we're saying. The fact that you still here, you get what I'm saying? That shows what type of spirit and what type of mind that you have, bro.
Precept. Isaiah 65, and I'll start from 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come into mind.
Well, you might as well go ahead and forget about it right now.
This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation.
You want to be saved, right? Right? You want salvation, right? Definitely. Everybody wants salvation. I mean, the trees want salvation from this wicked ass place, man. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how we get salvation, man. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time. Do you know what you know the darkness is about to come to? You know the draconian measures that they man, listen, they killed. You know how many people since the George Floyd verdict came out? Do you know how many Jakes have been or Israelites have been killed by the police? Over 200. Over 200. Over 200.
I was a police guy.
Oh, you know what they're trying to do in Chicago, man.
I mean,
They're trying to wipe Chicago out, man.
They already look at you there, so you got things laid on top of black people.
Did they used to be a police?
No, from Chicago.
He said, nah, man, I said Chicago.
Red alert.
Yeah, he ain't with that. Yeah, that pirate stuff.
If I may add on, the organization, they ain't even real police. They ain't trying to.
You need to make your YouTube page, man.
Yeah, no, I see. I don't.
You know what I'm talking about? Go around with the camera?
Yeah, no, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Yeah, I can't do it either, man.
I'm not the type of person I'm trying to grab attention because I already made myself known to the attention to these pirates. They know who I am. They know how. Trust me.
Yeah, you sound like me, man. Yeah, that's
they
deep.
know who I am because I've been to every city. I've been to Los Angeles. So like I said, I stay more in the word.
Word, brother.
In the Bible,
No, I believe you. I believe you. Yeah. That's right. That's right. This is the boat. This is Noah's Ark. That's right.
It's always been about the king.
That's right, brother.
Believe me, I understand it.
Yeah.
I ain't thinking about that. But they ain't gonna say it.
Yeah. The funny thing is, yeah.
You know, here on earth, all this passing away.
Yep.
And that's, I got more, like I said, I came over because nothing happens by chance.
No, not at all.
The Lord guys your sons. I didn't know y'all gonna be there. I came from all around the other side over by Marcos.
Mhm.
I came, you know, so everything happened for.
Yep, and you got his true name on there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
everything.
I think it's
happened
right there.
for everything
It's written right here on the back too,
happened
just in case you forget. That's his father's true name right there. And that's his son's name. Yahweh. Yahweh. See how they taught us that?
Yeah, Yahweh.
Come on with it, bro. That's the Most High. This is the son's name right here. Yahweh Shai.
There you go.
And that's like, look, one more. This is how you write it in the Hebrew.
And
Yahweh.
you know, I'm so used to saying that, and I hear you brothers. When you get ready to say God, you say that name.
That's right.
And
That's
I
right.
hear, and
That's
I hear
right.
that.
And you're gonna get used to saying
it. Like I said, I'm learning.
Yeah. And last
I'm
thing.
not gonna sit there and say that I know the Bible in and out. I know more. Like I said, I'm not saying I know the Bible. I'm growing that information, growing that knowledge.
Hear me out. This is how you read from right to left on the Hebrew. Yahweh. Yahweh Shai.
That's funny because when I speak Styles manual, I read letters.
It's already in your spirit, yeah. Yep, it's already in your spirit, man.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So, bro, you got a lot of knowledge about these courses. I don't know shit about that. Like, honestly, you have a lot of weaponry things, or you have a lot of light with these. So you start reading the scriptures with Yahweh Shai. Your light is going to shine within. You have to bring that light in front of you. You have a responsibility to help others, guide them out of darkness as well. That's all.
Yeah, I mentioned something that you mentioned. So you do something in secret. Well, how if you do something in secret, how are they gonna be able to see your light if you come out in the open? So we come out in the open to let our light shine because the truth is need to be shining within this dark place. I said.
I've been to California, I've been to Chicago, Las Vegas, learning and growing. There's some things that I agree and I disagree, but I'm learning from you brothers since I'm getting knowledge from you. Like I said, I come over here because I see people come over here with all they did, get the cursing, running off this way, this and that. I'm just learning from brothers. I see that a lot of us come from that. We learned that we learning the context. So you have to go into God is within them. You have to go in the scriptures and find out yourself. It's really going on.
At some point, too, once you get to a certain point, you said everything you need to say. At some point, not today, because this is our first time meeting. But my dad told me this. He said, "Yo, eyes open, ears open." He told me that, and I learned everything from that point. And that's something that you use whenever you choose. But right now, we just get.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'm learning from the brothers. I've been about a lot of Israelites in Chicago, New York. I've listened.
I don't know if a lot of people told you that, make you feel that way. But
No. I'm just telling you what with me. I like to be quiet. I'm not saying I know. I'm not saying I know everything, but when I go, I want
to learn about your house.
when I go into the cities or whatever, I don't go and talk more. I don't talk about court systems. That's a whole nother. I like to go into work. I understand the light out to me.
And I get your approach. You was going like, hey man, these brothers, these some good brothers over here. I want to go set them free. I want to go help them get free. But that's why you came with that information. But you didn't know we was free already.
No, you free already because you
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
listen. Yeah, no. Because I see that before.
a lot of Israelites. Like, I never even knew you. I thought they were probably. Yeah, I mean, I've been in New York, Chicago, all day. It's got a lot of Israelites out there. New York, all over. I've been in Miami, all that, and I never went to New York.
Brother, excuse me that I interrupt you.
Yes, freedom. Yeah.
Why, if you've been, in Chicago, you've been seeing the Hebrew Israelite and this doctrine, why you don't? And now look how.
Well, when I came over here and I was talking to his brother right now because I wanted to understand, this is the thing. Like you said, all these
innocent
Israelites
anymore.
know this.
You're no more innocent.
No, what I'm trying
You
to say-
already know
hear
the
what
word.
Hear what I'm saying. No, hear what I'm saying though. Looking at some Israelites, he said, all you all ain't the same.
No, that's the point.
Edification.
Okay. I see some some could be.
You gotta make that point, bro. You gotta make that point.
No, definitely. I see that there's different approaches and the way some. I see some on YouTube. Like I said, I ain't coming against no man. You got
I don't care how you feel about it. You gotta hear this word.
Yeah.
No, it's still about how you talk.
And pushing people, cursing people, telling people that they're big. This, like I said, when I was in New York, I was in the Word of God. And I go to cities, like I said, I'm studying the Word of God. Yeah, I say, yeah, I learned it.
Yeah, you will.
Like I said, so when I see other Israelites, there's some things that my studies with the saving of people, I see it was more focused on race. I understand the dark, this and the 12 tribes of Israelites and the color, but it's more on this race.
They can't get past the doctrine. They couldn't go into edification.
And I understand,
they call entry level Israelites. God.
They can't get past the race part of things. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to come against all that. I won't argue with that. I'm the type of person who I'm not gonna go and I'm not gonna argue with nobody. I'm not gonna argue with nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I could understand what they're saying. They're trying to get it. There's some younger brothers that they strong, and they know their stuff too. Just from the Bible, I've listened, so they know their stuff. But if things don't go, they get the.
You don't like how I talk? Turn the channel.
And there's some things that they put on. They put on. This YouTube thing has become too crazy, man. I understand you want to get money, likes and views and all this.
We don't get money though.
Yeah. We don't get money,
bro.
though. Likes, the views.
Hold on.
Ew.
We want to say this for clarification. This camp here, we don't charge nobody. We not looking for tithes or offering. We not taking money from nobody. So we just want to say this to you, and not only that, we want to say to the viewers that's on the camera, we don't charge nobody. We don't take tithes or offering. We ain't taking no money from nobody.
We don't ask.
We don't have nobody calling to see who been giving tithes and none of that shit. We just teach the word of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh.
That's it.
We are not Sakari.
We have money.
What is it? What is Sakari?
Sakari means dagger. But it's a camp out there that broke off from the main camp. And he started talking trash about the elders, and he called himself Sakari. I was around to see all that, but then you had another camp called IUIC. Israelites, and it wasn't another case something. The purple one. I don't know. Case slogan.
Him. That's the leader of IUIC right there.
I think IUIC out of Atlanta. It might be IUIC because they got purple garments. So they're not us. They believe in the name Christ. We teach Yahweh. See that they call themselves Israelites, and they got ancient.
I'm glad you telling me this, bro, because I thought that all this was different camps.
We got another camp named GOCC. They believe that Esau, Caucasians can be saved. We don't.
Wow, this is the first time I ever heard.
Who we
this.
follow with is Great Millstone.
This is the first time I thought all you brothers were together.
Yeah,
Because I never came up. I just listening.
Yeah.
On my way.
But the Lord sent you here for a reason, though.
Yeah, just for you, just I'm thinking that all you brothers together. Just the way I see when I approach you brothers, it's totally different from a lot of the other approaches I see. Because I sit back and I just watch. I just sit back and watch. I just let people do their thing.
Yeah, because we're not out here. We out here representing our side.
Yeah, so I mean, I just sit back and watch, and I'm like, they watching. You know they watching, so they all over that YouTube
When he
watching.
said it's a car the other day, he said, I'm gonna have me 100 slaves. As soon as I get it, murder him. Like, vocab been playing that all week. You can't find vocab saying that.
Making sound bites and shit.
Making sound bites of that shit, man. Playing that all over the internet.
So you guys are there's different camps, structure different.
Con, just like you got Baptist, Methodist, same thing.
You know, but what this is, only one has the truth.
So so they're gonna say, what is your truth?
I know what you like. I know what you like. I know how you can get them. IUIC, they got a 501c3 church.
We
Come on
go.
with it. ISUPK, you can run it up. They got a 501c3 church.
Just ask them.
Majority of
Who else?
GOCC.
ISUPK.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he don't like that's you know what I'm talking about. They sold out.
I didn't even know it was. So it's just like Baptist.
I didn't even call yourself an Israelite. You know what I mean?
You got a gag order.
Got a gag order.
And then like the brother was saying though, the purple ones, they 501c3 listed up under Christianity.
Well, you ready to get out of the way? You like, where you at? I'm like,
Like I said, there's a lot of things I'm just thinking that all you
yeah, bro.
but I started seeing some just watching.
What happened when you found?
They actually they look here.
Now it makes sense, right? Now it makes sense. And who would have thought? You know, someday in your life you'll find what you want.
Yeah.
You know, Romans 11:7. You might go real quick. Romans 11:7. I never thought that either. I would find what I'm looking for. How was shot?
This is Romans chapter 11, verse 7. What then Israel have not attained of that which he seeketh for.
Right, Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the Israelites that look like other nations, you know, we've been scattered everywhere. Yeah. We went to universities, we went to churches, everywhere, trying to find this knowledge of God, but we can't find it. But what's this?
But the election have attained it, and the rest were blind.
So the elect have that's what this is about. Revelations chapter 7. I ain't got my grammar.
This is Revelation chapter 7. I'm gonna start at verse 1.
Yep.
It says,
It's the elect right here.
when we get straight to the point.
Yeah, to the point, bro.
All right, this is Revelation chapter
No,
7.
let's give him a little mystery quick.
Okay. This is Revelation chapter 7. I'm starting at verse 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth,
4 corners of the earth and what? 4 hemispheres of the earth. Earth not flat.
holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind shall not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
What winds? Talking about the nuclear winds that's going to fall. When the missiles get shot, scriptures say 200 million missiles going to be shot on America, on Babylon. That's in Revelation chapter 9. 200 million. Right?
16.
It says, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seals of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth on the sea.
Right, it's talking about Yahushua. And the angels are the ones that's controlling everything, just like throughout the whole Bible. Dude. That's right. It's they do intercession. You know, they jump in and they it's the intercession.
Intervention.
Intervention. Yeah, I know it didn't sound right. Intercession. Yeah. I did that the other day, but intervention. They intervene. They intervene when the Most High gives them the order to bring about the prophecy. And he's got the Most High spoken from the beginning, but when it's time to bring it about, he send them to make it happen. Why is it that all hell breaking loose in the Middle East and not here in America? You know, it is, but it's not as bomb flying. You know what I mean? The Lord is holding back that destruction. So this could happen. That's why you moved. That's why he drew you here. He's trying to get us the hell out of here.
We got a long suffering.
Yeah, that's right.
Giving us time.
That's right. He know that time getting short. He's ready to cut it short.
Giving us time. Right. Hey, come to our senses, get it right.
That's right, brother.
There you go. Verse 3.
He said shorten the days, right?
Matthew 24. It says, saying, hurt not the earth, neither
Oh, yeah, I got
saying,
you.
hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, until we seal the servants of our God in their foreheads.
So the Lord said, don't hurt the earth, no, nothing on the earth, nothing, until we seal the servants of our God in their forehead. Because be sealed means to be what? Exempt from judgment. Sealing up the truth. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 9:4.
So that's what the Lord is looking for. These guys walking right by. Yeah, you. supposed to wake up to the truth. We can't get out of here to people like that. See what I'm saying? Right.
And it's Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
All the abominations that are done in the midst of everything you see. You one of those men that sighing and crying. Like, yo, did y'all know this shit? They trying to play y'all. You see, you know what I mean? They ain't sighing and crying about nothing. But the Lord, like, yo, a person like him, he's perfect for my battle. He's perfect to be a soldier for your house. Go ahead.
Verse 4, and back in Revelation chapter 7, verse 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there was sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
That's all the Lord wants. He wants 144,000 men to wake up to the truth. That's it. And 1/3 of the men, women, and children. That's it. We're going to do that. With that, he's going to restart a whole nation. Restart through a lot of population.
Yeah.
That's what chapter 4. We're going to have multiple wives. It's going to go back to that tribal way of living. Before Esau got their hands on the Gaddites. Remember that? Native Americans? They had tribes. Yeah. Esau changed it, you know?
Oh, yeah, we live in sense. State, nobody took our language, can't take our identity. Yeah. They keep them, even like I said, down here, I see that they got Mississippi, they got them in different reservations. Yeah. And, they got some families, some reservations. Even the Indians are so much into the system, they don't even understand. They've been so gone. And, yes, casinos are the only ones that see those laws, but they've been tricked by the language and all that. They took away their identity, the language gave us them, you know, so the drinking get all alcohol is out.
1981, they put crack in the W started.
Ronald Reagan.
Oh no, it was system to destroy.
Yeah, and then the Gaddites put the drinking in.
Yeah.
The guns in Chicago.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
so all they did was poison.
That was
poisonous. Take everything away from us, putting us on the Section 8 housing. The whole mindset. It's a whole mindset.
This is Romans chapter 9. Romans chapter 9, verse 27. Isaiah also cried concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. So that go back to the 144,000 men and the 1/3 men, women, and children that believe in the truth. That's only the cluster, small number of people out of billions and trillions of people that's on this planet Earth that's going to be saved from the destruction. So you want to, so
small is the road to life.
Yeah.
Narrow is the way. Come on with it, man. Wide is the way.
I understand what you.
If I was wrong on anything, I would be like, I'm wrong.
No, all you do is look around. All you gotta do is look around.
Yeah, I'm giving you
you can talk to people all day long. You found the truth. So your face turns blue. This, that. Yeah.
Brother, you found what you were.
Like I said, I'm glad I met you, brothers.
You got a YouTube?
Yeah. The YouTube is on this, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to show you. Show you one more time. Yeah, we got one. I'll give you a number just in case. Cool. But if you had a number, you gotta like be more eager than talk, you know. Like if you contact any brothers, you be ready to hear. Let me just scratch this one out.
You want me to end it right here?
Yeah, go ahead. They just